Hello, future millionaires. This is Aztec, and this is the CSC. I have been away for a while. I recently buried my grandfather and started some new projects in relation to the medical field. Don't worry though, this video is not about that. It's about Cardano and some of the topics that I've heard recently in relation to the AMA that Charles Hoskinson has recently done and interviews that he's done. So I just want to go ahead and break down some of these topics, go over them, give you my opinion on it, and see what you guys think. Now, before I get into all that, I do want to ask you guys, I have a lot of connections with other Cardano investors, and we've been talking, and they're asking me if it would be, they're asking me to ask you guys what you guys think. So please tell me your unbiased opinion here. Now, they're asking me if you guys think it would be beneficial for the Cardano ecosystem to have, let's say, like kind of like a marketing play, like videos made, like music videos made, ASMR videos made, basically trying to target new investors, big parts of the YouTube network that will bring in more investors and kind of let everyone know what Cardano is. So those are just some of the things that they're talking about with me. They're wanting to collaborate and see if I can assist them, things like that. Now, go ahead and tell me what you think. If you find that this would be beneficial, or would it really just hurt the project? If we tried to collaborate and make these kind of things accessible for, or on the YouTube network for people. Now, I also want to talk about the guardians of Cardano. Now, guys, a lot of people are asking me, if I'm a guardian. I'm not a guardian, guys. I'm an investor. I'm heavily invested in Cardano. I love the Cardano project. I find that this project will be extremely important for the developing world, and it will really help a lot of people out, be able to feed a lot of people and provide income and a way of life for a lot of people in other countries. And anything like that is always going to pique my interest. So, no, I'm not a guardian. In a sense, yes, I do punch Cardano FUD in the face like the guardians do, but I'm not a guardian. The guardians are a group of people that have really taken it upon themselves. These guys are selfless guys. Please don't attack them. Don't try to hurt them. These guys, they just want to help. It's a group of investors that are taking the time out of their day to go on different social media platforms and talk about FUD, educate, provide links. These guys are in the know. They know what's going on in the Cardano ecosystem. They know what's developing, what's brewing, and they're just helping punch FUD in the face. If people, as an example, on Telegram asking questions, these guys provide links and explain different things to these people. And they're really important for this ecosystem. I wouldn't really try to become a guardian. They're not looking for people, from my understanding. They already have enough people out there, developing, or basically part of the initiative, punching the FUD in the face. And the less you see of these guys, the better that is for Cardano, because that means that there's less issues that need to be talked about. So what I would encourage everyone to do is just create your own initiative. We need more Cardano YouTubers. Charles Hoskinson would like someone to create a podcast. Look at unofficial marketing things that you can do for Cardano. Like I was kind of talking about in the beginning of the video, just try to find your own niche in this ecosystem. But don't worry about the guardians. They're just a solid group of guys that are doing great work, 24/7 work for the Cardano project. But they're not really looking for anyone, and I'm not a guardian, just to let everyone know. Also, I found this pretty interesting. Charles Hoskinson was saying that, because I'm always looking to the future of projects that I'm invested in, and I want to know where they're going. And he did talk about Cardano assets that are, look to develop on the Cardano platform, that they will be first-class citizens, meaning that the tokens listed on the Cardano project or blockchain will pay transaction fees with their tokens themselves versus ADA. And this is really great because this means that this will incentivize projects, because instead of having to use ADA, they'll be able to use their own token. This will provide them value in the future, and this will give them a want to develop on our blockchain, because instead of just incentivizing these projects to come develop on our project by, let's say, throwing a bunch of money at them like other projects do, which is, I'm not hating, I'm just saying, this is what other projects do. We're giving them solid reasons to develop and stay on the platform, giving them value instead of just giving them a war chest. And I find this to be very important for the future of Cardano. And these projects will also be able to inherit the security of Ouroboros, and they won't have to develop their own network and infrastructure, because they'll just develop on the beautiful project that Cardano is. Also, Charles Hoskinson was talking about a decentralized exchange in the future, and again, this is a big part of the future of Cardano. I find this interesting because this exchange will use ADA as the main pairing trading currency, and this will give value to ADA. This will mean that there will be more transactions happening on the Cardano platform, and will give value to Cardano. So as an investor, when I look to the future, I want to see that not only is there things being developed, but that there are going to be things that are put in place to further the price, the worth of each ADA, and this is a beautiful thing, because these first-class citizens, these Cardano assets, will all be able to be traded on this decentralized exchange, and ADA will be the main currency there to trade. So I find this all interesting and very important for the future. Now, also, Charles Hoskinson kind of threw out a little flag, a good flag, and he was talking about possibly collaborating with Hyperledger. Now, Hyperledger is not a coin, it's not a cryptocurrency, or it's not a project that has cryptocurrency attached to it. There's a lot of confusion there. Basically, what Hyperledger is, and I got my trusty note cards here, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just read. They're hosted by the Linux Foundation. They're leaders in finance, IoT, supply chains, and manufacturing, just to name a few. They're an open source collaborative effort created to advance cross-industry blockchain technology, and they're just really huge. If you want to go ahead and take some time to go ahead and look into that yourself, I would highly recommend that, because they're a really big collaborative effort, and I think that if Hyperledger and Cardano collaborate, that means really big things for the future of Cardano. Now, Charles Hoskinson talked about the Fabric project, which is within the Hyperledger project. And this Fabric project is really interesting. He was talking about working with them specifically, possibly, guys. Now, they're a project that works with plug and play They have a plug and play focus, especially when it comes to the process of blockchain consensus and membership services. Guys, this is huge because if you're developing on Cardano, you're going to want these things available to you. A plug and play, meaning you can have code readily available for you. Take that code and add it to your code to make it easier, so that you don't have to develop all of your code from scratch. These kind of things definitely play into the future of projects, and this, with them being part of Hyperledger, this is just a collaborative type thing that would really push Cardano forward, in my opinion. This project Fabric, they work with consensus type things and membership services. Now this is huge to me, because a lot of projects are looking at membership type services. As an example, to oversimplify, you use your ADA or Lovelace to pay for some type of ongoing service, as maybe like Netflix or some other type of ongoing service. So they're trying to solve this type of issue and create a membership type service on a lot of projects, but it's not really out there yet. So if Cardano is looking to do this, possibly, this would be huge in the blockchain project world. So also, just kind of let you guys know, the Fabric project helps with transparency, decentralization, and security, and they're kind of headed by Digital Asset, Blockstream, and IBM. Those are huge names. I'm pretty sure all you guys know of them. So this is really a big project, and I would, if I hear anything more about the Hyperledger project working with Cardano, this is huge. So hopefully there's more to come about that. And just some basic takeaways, guys. Charles Hoskinson talked about zero knowledge again, and this is just really big, guys, because there is a possibility that Cardano could become, kind of like a privacy coin in the future. And a speculation and privacy coins is just a really big topic that investors look at. This could bring a lot of awesome attention to the coin. So, of course, there's so much in the future out there that we're looking forward to, like possibly, Cardano being listed on Coinbase. But anyways, I digress. He also was talking about stablecoin being added to the Cardano platform, and this is huge, of course. Stablecoins are the future. You need stablecoins to help develop financial type programs and projects on the Cardano platform, such as like lending type projects and things like that. So stablecoin being added is more awesome news. He also talked about working with Siren Labs. He's saying that the Siren Labs engineers are already talking to Cardano engineers. So that means that there may be some type of support that's available for when the Finny comes out, the phone that's coming out, so that we'll be able to store Cardano on this phone. And I find that huge because I really want a Finny phone, guys. I might spend the money to go ahead and pick one up. It's kind of like, it's basically like a phone, a smartphone that has a ledger attached to it. So just another takeaway I find interesting. Also, you talked about the trademark, the Cardano Foundation, everyone's flooding about the Cardano Foundation having the trademark, and he kind of explained that, it doesn't give the Cardano Foundation any right to tell anyone else whether or not they can use the trademark. So more FUD there that's been dispelled. That has nothing to do with anything. So that's awesome. We don't have to worry about that. Let's see. And then he was also expressing interest to, even though there's all this Cardano Foundation issues, he still wants a Cardano Foundation to add representative from Japan, Africa, Latin America, Europe, and North America. And I just find this awesome because this means that he wants there to be a diverse board still. He's still looking to create some kind of forward-thinking, diverse board for the Cardano Foundation. So he's not totally given up on it, I guess, in a sense, what that means. And that's a good thing, you know. Even though he's had so many issues, he's still looking to possibly work with Cardano Foundation in the future. So that's always a good thing, because that means that he's still positive. He's still thinking positively. He's not just like this closed-minded guy. You know, to me, this is what this proves, that he's not this closed-minded guy that's just like, you know, you don't work with me, right? You know, we're definitely done with you. He always leaves an opening to work with people, and, you know, looks for the better, looks for a better future for Cardano. And that's the type of leader that I want to see on a, you know, on a project. So anyways, this is just some key takeaways. Go ahead and let me know what you think about these marketing plays that I was asking about in the future of the video. You know, would it be beneficial for Cardano to have these? I know they're not, you know, a lot of people that I know in the Cardano world are really intellectual people. They really care about the technology, and they really don't want anything scuffing the name of Cardano. So that's why I'm asking you guys, because I know, you know, a lot of you guys probably watching this video are going to be Cardano enthusiasts and investors. I know you guys are the intellectual people that I'm talking about, and, you know, with these almost I don't know what the right word to use. It's kind of, I guess, more basic approaches to marketing toward, you know, to people. You know, do you find that this would help the Cardano project, or would it hurt it? I really, you know, this is a topic I want to talk about with you guys, and I really am interested. You know, would it be a good thing to have, you know, kind of like pop culture in a sense added to the Cardano project, and would that bring, you know, bring the proper people to the project that would help push Cardano in the next bull run? And, you know, does that sound interesting, or does that sound like something that would just hurt the project overall? So I'm interested to see what you guys think about that. I'm always looking at outside the box ways to further push Cardano, and I'm not going to apologize for that. You know, I'm interested in seeing this project have more investors come to it. And, you know, I know that some things that I talk about will seem almost just kind of outside of, you know, the tech and the, you know, it's not exactly, some people kind of feel like it might be disrespectful in a way to the project, but really I am big on the psychology of people, and I want to reach as many people as I can to talk about this project, because I think more people need to know about it, because you never know what, you know, more people knowing about the project, what that will do for the project, you know. So especially if you're an investor, you want to see more people jump on board. So anyways, guys, never give up on the future of money, and more videos to come. Take it easy, guys.